Here at Simply Garden, with over 50 years of gardening experience, I believe in keeping things simple and productive while gardening in your own backyard. Well, a couple of weeks ago, I planted a bunch of broccoli and lettuce interplanted with the broccoli and cabbage. So we're going to go ahead and fertilize it now with some granular organic fertilizer. This fertilizer I'm using in particular is called Epsoma. Let me just grab it real quick here. It's called Garden Tone Organic, and I said 5 Epsoma, and the mixture of nutrients is 3 parts nitrogen, 4 parts phosphate, and 4 parts potash, which is a good mixture for basically vegetables in the garden. And it's all derived from natural means, no commercial chemicals. And we're going to go ahead and fertilize the broccoli and cabbages and see how they're doing. It's been mild lately. This is May 17th, and let's just pull back some of this polyester here and see how things are looking underneath. I can see already we're getting some nice growth here coming out here, nice new leaves coming up, so excited to see that. And let's go ahead and pull this back. We can get some fertilizer in here and really watch it jump up. Looks like everything's pretty well mated too. There we go. Wonderful. We planted 12 plants in here. They're looking good. So we'll just go ahead and put some sprinkle around each down the row. The rest is looking good too. Then we'll get done. We'll give it a good thorough watering to water it in. Just lightly, not too heavily. There, not to just say organic fertilizer. This is really going to burn the plants, but I just always want to go easy. There we go. Get some of this grass growing in here. Some leftover winter ryegrass. Good. We'll just flop this all the way back to the end, and we'll just pull it back on again. Okay. Get this side here. Just pull that back, and then we'll go ahead and put it down there. Once we get it nicely watered down. Okay, I'll just take my cultivator, my 4-prong cultivator, and just run up and down between them a little bit, just lightly, not too deep. You don't want to hurt the fine roots around the edges. Just to let you break up the soil. There's a little more to cultivate here, and actually, while I have the time here, I'm going to go ahead and grab some lettuce from another planting I have going on that has come up. It's a muslin mix, or gourmet mix. I'm going to pull some of the varieties out that I know will do well pulled apart from that. So let's go ahead and grab that in a second here. We'll do a few transplants in here and then give it a good thorough watering. Just a second ago, I'm going to go ahead and grab some of this gourmet blend muslin mix of lettuces in here. And I'll just separate them apart, take a couple clumps out of here, and separate them apart into regular lettuce so they can go into more heads. Meanwhile, this is going to be getting ready to picked pretty quickly. I just gave it a quick little drink, so it does a little better with being disturbed. Just grab some of the stuff out of the center here, a couple little sections, and then I can go ahead and transplant these into the bed over there with the broccoli, between the broccoli. And just grab one more little bunch over here. Okay. Giving her a good little watering where you disturbed it. Now I just got myself more heads of lettuce coming this way. And I say this here, you just kind of cut it and it comes back again. It's almost ready to, I'd say another couple more days I can start taking from that also. So we'll go over here and I'll go ahead and get this plant, just stick it in a few places here. I think I'll just stick one along here in between the cabbages here. It looks good. We'll stick some down the rows, some room there before they get too big. That's how simple this is here. Put a couple in here. It's amazing how those grew so much bigger already because they got the nice warmth of the spun polyester. Here we go. Just throw a few of those in there. Definitely should a water mug. There wasn't much roots on these things. I mean, as far as dirt on those roots, but they should do fine. Go through a couple more in here. There we go. Okay, give them good soaking. Go. Alright, we'll stick a few more spots in here and we'll continue on with this interplanting here. Up a couple little pieces of lettuce there. We got probably about a good 8 or 10 little lettuce things along this row here. And I'm not too concerned about if they don't all make it. If they think it's a little too hot, they'll wither away, but sometimes you can grab them and sometimes they'll pull through okay. There we go. And just want to show you something I did over here to help new lettuce seedlings get started. A lot of times you plant lettuce right in the garden and you wonder why it doesn't germinate too well. Well, the problem is you got to use very little soil to cover your lettuce. So what I do, as it gets warmer, I have wire hoops with, sometimes I put this burlap on top of wire hoops to create shade, because lettuce likes shade to get germinated, doesn't like the direct sunlight. So what I did here is I created like a little shade barrier here, keeps it moist in there. This is a spun polyester, keeps things nice and cool, gives a little shade down below, but also keeps it moist more so too, so seeds have a better chance to germinate and not dry out during the day. Just put a couple 2x4s down, tuck the little pins, stuck them in there, and it should work. During the day you put your hand underneath there, it's not too bad. Like I say, as it gets more and warmer in the summertime, I use the wire hoops. I get them about a good foot, 12, 18, 16 inches off the ground. They hoop up, run the lettuce down the middle, put the spun polyester or burlap over top. Make sure you do the burlap, it has a little air barrier to get the air flowing so it doesn't get too hot underneath, but it just helps shade and keep things cooler too and keeps it moist. I'll show you when I get to that point. We try to plant new lettuce every couple of weeks, so we always have a continual crop coming. If you get excess, we just either put it in the compost or give it away. We'll go back and finish watering what we just planted here, give it a good soaking. All right. There we go. Like I said, I'm very, very pleased how this came along here, how I just jumped right up nicely. That spun polyester really helps keep it mild, warm in the nighttime, and gives a nice warmth in the day to help it shoot up and catch up and get some nice quick growth out of the lettuce and the broccoli. There's a little bit of a wild, could be either seeds left over from last year, could be something in the melon squash family, or something like maybe a cucumber. But until I get wild plant stuff behind that, it's like them seed themselves the following year. I don't tend to let them grow up, because I find that usually if it's a hybrid, it's going to go back to its original form, which can simply be just a mutated plant and not the right flavor that you're looking for. All right, that's that there. We'll go ahead and put the polyester back on top, and there's your completed fertilizing of the cabbage and brockies and lettuce. And hope you enjoyed that, and be back for more.